สวัสดีครับ
I'm Chris เกียรติศักดิ์
And I'm Lukpat Losalin.
Okay, welcome to the Design ASEAN. What's going to be on the TV tonight?
Well, tonight for Asian Updates, starting off, first and foremost, we're taking you to Spain still for a look at one of the most glorious basilicas of the Sagrada Familia. Then still in Spain, over to the Market of St. Catherine.
Okay, and then the second part, Design Idea, we get a ticket back to Bangkok because we go into a lifetime community mall, Shelter One Acre.
Wow. That said, though, let's get started with Asian Updates. Well, in Asian Updates now, if you go to Spain, if you visit Barcelona, a must-go is definitely none other than the Basilica of the Sagrada Familia. Until today, it started back in the 1800s, the late 1800s, most specifically 1882, and it was started by many construction artists, a lot of architects, but because of complications, the architects had turned over to give the assignment to one of the most famous architects in Barcelona, and that is Gaudi. And Gaudi here had took on the project after finishing the Parc de Gaulle, and he took on this Basilica project until the end of his lifetime. And it's been built and built for over the past many decades, but unfortunately it never finished. And so when it's supposed to finish in about 30 to 80 years to be exact. But this basilica is like none other. Once it's finished, it's supposed to be the tallest church in the world actually. So with that said, talking more specifically about the details of this basilica, of this church, it's built under a very, very complex style. It's categorized under Art Nouveau, but then again, it's also very traditional Catalan style combined with a Spanish late Gothic style to show you some kind of Art Nouveau style period involving Catalan modernism as well. But you can see in the church itself, there are three particular facades, and that's the Nativity facade, and that there's also a Passion facade, and there's also a Glory facade. It's very Christian, as you can tell. So the builder, the constructor, the architect himself was very Christian. He's very traditional and very passionate about his beliefs. And so over time you can see lots of his techniques and lots of his trademarks, and that's naturalism. Gaudi incorporates lots of his natural style, especially in the Nativity facade, where you see a lot of nature incorporated into all the art and the bas-reliefs. But when you compare that, for example, to the Passion facade, that's the other wall of the basilica, you could see lots of what they call, it's the chiaroscuro style, I think. It's like a dark, angular
Contrast
style.
between dark and light.
Right, to show the passion, you could say, and the torture, the suffering involved with the Passion of the Christ, you could say. So that's a very interesting facade. He didn't start on that first. Apparently, Gaudi had said he wanted to start with the Passion facade before he worked on others. But he said he was afraid that if he did that, well, it would actually perhaps chase people away. Very interesting. The Glory side of the facade of the building is also very beautiful. You'll just have to go and check it out for yourself. But apart from all that, you could see lots of modern architects today take on what Gaudi left behind. He was sadly, he died in 1926. So sad.
By a car crash.
I know, that's so tragic.
Yeah, and died poor.
Died poor.
Nobody knows who he is.
Very characteristic.
Okay, so that's the story of the Gaudi, renowned architect, not just only for Spanish, it's for the world as well.
Right.
Okay, not just a cathedral in Barcelona. I bring you to a market.
A market?
Okay, it is Mercat De Santa Caterina, or Market of the Holy Catherine. Okay,
wow.
This is the latest market built in Barcelona, totally renovated in 2005 with brilliance by the architect Enric and Benetta of the EMBT. It's a little marvel located in the district of Ribera. Beautiful architectural idea for this multi-color ceramics roof having the shape of wave posed on an air structure of wood which shelters all the stalls of the market. One
Wow.
find there all the products of the producers of the area, fruits, vegetables, flowers, but also fish, meat, pork, butchery, including one or two stalls dedicated to the jabuco ham, and finally a small supermarket, Caparado. Okay, a very
Wow,
good
lovely.
tapas bar is located contrary to the main entrance,
Love
and a
tapas.
restaurant as well, of which we appreciate particularly the chart next to the entry. In brief, the place worth a walk for its architecture, for shopping or to lunch. Okay, and the history of the market, it is because of the Barcelona has been a thriving hub of commercial activity since Roman times.
Wow.
And the exchange of goods in the market environment has played a major role in this. The first reliable record we have of the existence of the market in the city dates back to the 10th century.
Oh, wow.
And their role in attracting new inhabitants and creating social cohesion is undeniable. The project is currently in detailed design stage, and the construction of the infrastructure has already commenced with completion plan before 2013. Like so many other features of its urban geography, the evolution of Barcelona's market reflects the change and transformations experienced by the city itself. For example, they play a key role in the introduction of iron architecture and the modernista or Art Nouveau style into the urban landscape. Their development also follow the city convulsive pattern of expansion across the plain, whether through the absorption of formerly independent towns, many of them with their own markets, or the construction of new market halls in the new neighborhoods established in the city's outskirts in the wake of successive waves of migrations. The routes through the market of Barcelona offer suggestion of visiting and viewing the city's 43 municipal markets from a number of point of view.
I see.
And you can also visit the market from an architectural point of view and see up close and in details in the modernist market for which Barcelona is renowned. In short, a new way to discover the markets and a new way to discover Barcelona.
Very nice.
Yeah. Not just only a market, it's a place that we have to go and study not just only the architecture but way of life of Barcelona.
Right,
Yes.
indeed. And it's very amazing to see how the markets and the construction and development of these markets reflect how society changes. So the
Yes.
markets themselves are very resilient, perhaps, to the economic crisis.
Yes.
Indeed. So we'll have to check that out. And unlike perhaps Asia, markets, even like since Roman times, are the central areas that bring people together.
So this is an Asian update.
Welcome back to Design Asian. Now we're going to fly and hop over from Barcelona back to Bangkok.
Yeah, of course, because it's my hometown.
Yes.
I know best. Okay, so we're going to Kaset Navamin Road, and also the other place is Shelter One Acre, a lifestyle community mall. What is it? Let's take a look in Design Idea.